guys, Moko Labs here, and I just want to talk to you about our free version of Translate Pro. So we do offer a free and a paid version of it, but I'm going to walk you through our free version because you're looking for a free translator to start out on your store, and we'd love for you to use our translator to start off, and as your store does better, and you need more features, that Pro version is always there. Okay, so let me dive in. We do give a lot of premium features for free in there, so I'll go through it in here. First, always make sure other translators are disabled. Same thing with ours, um, and you can do it. So I am walking through the free version here, so you can see what it is. Auto detect's not included in the free version. What this is basically when somebody in France opens up the store, it'll automatically go into French, right? Versus versus it going to your default language. So they actually have to go to the translator here, and they'd have to switch to French over in there. So that's the only difference on it. Not a big difference on it, but it's a better user experience, obviously, to have it open up into their native. But they can still do that. They just have to do that manually. Next, let's get into the positioning of it. So for us, it's really important to create an awesome user experience. We understand that you're looking for a free translator, and we want to create a great user experience for your customers with a free translator. So what I did is I just showed you a not good translator, and that's this one here. So if you look at this right here, you'll notice that the colors don't really match. It kind of looks hideous. It's really big. Not really a good experience, right? So what we did is we were creating a bunch of features here where you can actually be able to make it look a lot more better on your website. We all have different websites, so every Shopify store is different, right? So you want to find stuff that's going to work. So when I look at this one, I put the positioning over here, which I think is good because if I do it on this side, it'll be too close to this. I'm going to change the colors. So the font, I'm going to make black. The menu, the color, I'm going to make white in here. And the reason we use a grid like this is because we want it to match the colors of your store, right? So the font size, I would want to probably match it up to this. So this is 14, so I'm going to match it to be smaller. And the flag sizes already are 14. Like you can notice that this is much smaller than this. So I'm going to match that up. That should always match up to your font size. And then you can select your languages here as well that you'll actually have in your translator. So the free version has more limited languages than the full version. The full version has over 100 on it. The free version has a few. So you'll notice how it is now looking a lot better. So that's a much better looking translator for your Shopify store. So if your store is using these colors, this is the kind of say colors that I would recommend for you. If you're using red and bigger, then I'd recommend it. So a couple of things, I'd try to keep the font style similar to this, which you can control, the size similar to this, and just create a good feel. It shouldn't take you more than a few minutes to do this. And if you need help, we're always here to help you as well with that. And you can choose from over 100 different languages that you want to choose from. And if you do want one feature at the top, you can always have, like if I want French feature at the top, for example, I can always have French featured. And now I'll show the featured one always at the top. And if I want to change the languages here, I could take, for example, Spanish out and put in, I don't know, let's Portuguese, should say, right? They're going to choose Portuguese or Brazil Portuguese as well. Brazil Portuguese will show up in Brazil, and Portuguese will show up everywhere else. Let's say I want to take French and I want to put in Chinese. Or, yeah. So I can put Chinese. Portugal, put in Japanese as well. And I want to make Japanese a featured language. So you do have a lot to, for a free app, you do have a lot that you can play with here as well. Again, user experience is really important. So it needs to look really nice. It needs to work really effectively. And it needs to create like something that your customers will just love to use, and something that's super easy for you to use. So I've gone through all these features, and as you can see, it's really easy. If you need to manually put it in, there's manual instructions here as well. There's no reason you really should manually put it in unless you really know what you're doing. You can actually also put it into the code where you want. So if you took the snippet of code right here, let's say, for example, I want to have it right in the menu right here. I can always do that just by taking this code and putting it in there. So let your programmer do that. Um, as well as theme integration to make sure that we can integrate into different themes. Um, Analytics, which is a pro version. Frequently asked questions. We always update this. If you have any questions on it, plans, you kind of get an idea on what the free versus pro version is. And if you need to contact us for a question, you can always directly contact us here. So yeah, so that's Translate Pro, the free version of it. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We'd love to help you out. And if this video is helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you.